Hello, folks. Mr. Raven here. Welcome to midweek stream on this Wednesday, the 22nd of December. I think it was right. Welcome. I was debating with myself what to play on this Wednesday because the last couple of Wednesdays we've been playing 7 Days to Die in a 10-year-old alpha version, but in a 10 alpha version. Yeah, the 10th alpha version. Never mind. As kind of a warm up to 7 Days Alpha 20. And it launched, and now we should see on my YouTube channel that I started a new playthrough of 7 Days to Die in Alpha 20. And besides that, that's gonna run the look back, throwback on the Alpha 10. So you can kind of see the difference, like on the same week kind of thing. I thought that was a pretty cool timing. Anyways, but then I was like, okay, I could go back to Satisfactory, but I must admit, I didn't feel it. I didn't feel Alpha. I didn't feel Satisfactory. Even though I haven't really played through the update 5. But yeah, I don't know. Right now, it's been a hard work day again. So I didn't feel like coming into a game where everything is new, and I must admit that after the update 4 and update 5, the end game is getting a little more complex. Not that I think it's too complex for me or anything, but I think it takes a little more effort to get to know and try to figure out how to build a production line with the new stuff. So I didn't feel for it. So sorry if you expect that. But instead I thought on YouTube I was playing Kerbal Space Program as a while we wait for 7 Days to Die Alpha 20. And that ends now. So I thought, why not just take that save game, put it over to Twitch, and let's play a little bit on that. There's probably going to be like a year or something for Kerbal Space Program 2, but there's coming a Kerbal Space Program 2, probably launching next year, and probably in some kind of a alpha version or early release at some point. And I can't wait for that. But I really enjoy Kerbal Space Program. I don't play it. I'm not a rocket scientist. I'm not gonna, calculate every delta V and stuff like that to make the perfect rocket. I kind of go, let's just build this, and this is probably gonna work. And if not, hey, you see a cool explosion, and then you can get it back to the VAB and try again. So yeah, that's kind of my way of playing Kerbal Space Program. But I still love the game. So I thought, why not do that? So let me just make the game load here. Resume. I think it's this one. Yeah, I think. Anyways, if you haven't followed along on the YouTube playthrough here, just a really quick recap. It's only like 26, about half an hour videos, because it's actually pretty hard to do a short video in Kerbal Space Program. But the thing we've been concentrating about is Minimus, because that's kind of the easiest moon to do like real science about above it's easier to land. It's easier to get from the surface to a station. So we did pretty much all of this in the YouTube playthrough. Of course, we did all these startups with a small rocket, getting a little bit of science and getting more science, and then at least eventually we got to have enough science to do rockets big enough to go to the moons, which was Minmus. So we have like communication satellites in orbit, both over the equator and polar satellites. Oh, maybe I should do this. Sorry about that. Come on, game. Yay. So we got plenty of satellites that can communicate data back to Kerbal. We also have like a... I didn't rename this one. Well, we can do that. Then you can see it. It's a... what's the name? Surface-tron something. Survey scanner. So it's a satellite that scans the surface of Minmus, and I think I can turn it on somewhere over here. You are in my way, so let's put it down there. Not that one. Oh, I can't remember which one it is. There it is. And I think... nope. Well, toggle the overlay then. Yeah, there it is. Then we can see the resources available on Minmus. So one thing we could do is doing like a miner drone that mines some resources, and then on our space station we have an orbital station here. We can do like a processing plant that process all that ore into fuel. So we can use this as a stepping stone further out into the solar system. That's a thing we can do. We need a little more science, I think, to do like really big missions to like this game, Kerbal Space Program's imitation of Mars. It's called Duna, which we could do. Even think it has a moon. Yes. Ike. As you can see, it looks pretty much as Mars. So that could be a goal in the future, going for that. But right now, oh crap, how do I get back? I think I can tap on this one. Nope. I have a satellite out here. Huh. What the heck is that? Oh, it's some of the part. That's actually right. We had a stage blew up on me. It didn't destroy the satellite, so I didn't do anything about it. But yeah, never mind. Or we can go for the other moon. Start to set up some kind of a science lab station above the other moon. I think that's the easiest part right now. So let's just do that. Start maybe with some communication satellites. We can just reuse the one from Minmus, I think, with a little bit of iteration, because there was some stuff happening there where I lost some solar panels, and it wasn't all that great. I'm playing science mode in the game, so we don't really have to think about how much stuff cost, because we don't really have money, and we don't really have reputation and stuff. If you go full science thing, or normal gameplay. What's it called? Oh crap! I lost the word. Yeah, there's creative mode and science mode, and then there is career mode, I think. Career mode. That's all the things you have to think about. Reputation. You have to think about money. You have to think about science and stuff. So, yeah. Here in the safe games, you can actually see we had a rocket type that just expanded into I don't know a Flea Mark 5. So if you see Flea 1, that's like real small, and then you see Flea 5.1, it's a little bigger. And that's just for flybys. I use that for flybys of the moons, so no orbit around them or anything, just that. Then we iterated into the albatross. Oh, it's probably up here. Yes, albatross 1 and 2, which is pretty much what's under here. That's the albatross. What's up here is an iteration. This can change into different things. Both satellites. This is a transfer stage and a lander, a small lander for Minmus. So that could be maybe make a little bit of change and iteration to this one, and then we can go to the moon with a lander. But I kind of want to get some communication sets first. I feel like that's probably something you would do first, right? So you sure about the communication back to the ground control? So yeah, let's see here. Minmus SAT Mach 1. I think that's the one. Let's try and load that in. And you can see that's the same rocket, but it contains a decent amount of small sats. This part I have to redo somehow. Let's delete fairing here just for a second. I need, because I don't know why sometimes the games do something weird. It unfolded all the solar panels. I'm not quite sure how to avoid that. And these types of solar panels are once they folded out, you can't fold them back in. So they were actually folded in and glitched into each other and into the construction here, soldering them. So I think I kind of need to try and do something different. I'm not really sure how to, but I'm thinking might just turning this one sideways. Maybe 2-click. Maybe, and maybe this one to the other side. Something like that. I don't think we can avoid clipping no matter what we do, but yeah, that's my thinking. I'm already down to this is the force of the decoupler. How hard is it going to let go? I think I might just go to 1 just to be sure. I don't think 0 is a good idea. I feel like that might be enough. And I think the rocket here is way big enough to actually do a fly to the moon. And on top here we have the survey scanner, so we can do a survey scan of the moon. Yeah, I don't think we need to do anything more. We could go build a whole new rocket, but I don't really feel like you would do that. So let's just don't stage the fairing. Build the fairing. And then I think I need to check clamshell on, ejection force. Let's keep it about there. And then maybe just a second here. Sorry about that. I don't know if you can hear, but yeah. I don't know why it came through. It's not open. Okay, let's see here. Okay, I got thrown out of it. Sorry. I think it should be fine. Oh yeah, I was trying to rename it. So we could call it Moon. Moonsat Mach 1. It's pretty much the same, but you know, what the heck. And it actually went pretty well last time, so I'm not really concerned about it going okay. I'm going on my Christmas holiday for today's. Today's the day I go on my Christmas holiday. And I'm treating myself to a beer, and you can drink with me if you're old enough and drink responsibly. Otherwise, don't. But I'm enjoying this Flingfinken. It's a Belgian double something. I don't know. It's good. Cheers. Okay. So, just quickly. I do have some mods. It's not a lot of mods. I only do like environment things, so the clouds and the sky scattering and stuff like that is mods. It's not in the base game. And then I added in a mod that's called Flight Engineer, I think. Kerbal Engineer Redux or something. That's the small information stuff up here. They are all around in the base game now. It wasn't in the beginning, but I'm not really sure where stuff is. But you can actually click everywhere about. You can see some of it there. That's just the same numbers as these ones. There's up here, and yeah. So you don't really need them, but it's just like convenient mods because I got used to them before it got put into the base game. Anyways, I got a mod that's called MagJab, and MagJab is really short. It's like an autopilot. You know, you punch in some numbers and then the computer does it for you. I feel like that's how we do it today, and it's not cheating. But I do think that some people are saying it's like cheating, but I don't feel like it. It's cheating. If you know what I mean. I hope you know what I mean. Anyways, I got this ascent guide, and it helps us go into space, and I'm using that. Let me just check auto deploy antennas. That one is good enough. I don't want to, maybe I shouldn't do that either. And then there's something about I found out last time that this utilities thing also have a auto deploy, and it's not there. So hopefully it's not doing any tricks on me this time. But we have to wait and see. And if it does, we just have to live with it. The satellites are I put redundant solar panels, so if you should lose one or two, it's not really a problem. If you lose them all, I would suck because, yeah. But again, I built 4 satellites for the polar orbit, and I built 4 satellites for the equatorial orbit, and we can do with 3. So in that perspective, we should be able to survive, even though we lose one. Yes, but I set a orbit height here from Kerbal, 75 kilometers. This solar system, the Kerbal solar system, is like I think it's a 1:20 scale of our solar system. So we on Earth we need to go to like 150 kilometers to be in a safe orbit. I think you call it space if you go outside of 100 kilometers. So, but yeah, 75 is more than enough. So I engage the autopilot, and then I count down 3, 2, 1, and lift off. And I forgot about that. Encoding overload. That's weird. Why do I have encoding overload? How long do I have? Did I have that? Have I gotten that the whole stream? I think it's only the recording. Oh. Let me just keep an eye on that. That's my graphics settings. Why is that peaking? Why is my graphics card peaking at 100? That must be a mistake. I need to do some settings here. Just a second. I've only been recording this, so I don't know why I have encoding overload. Full reds. Let's go to half res and see what happens. Apply and accept. And resume flight. Let's see if it goes away. I'm sorry about that. I didn't think this game was that demanding that it would make a encoding overload. That's kind of weird. That means the first 20, 22, 25 minutes is probably a little framey on the recording. So when I upload the stream to YouTube in 1440, I'm sorry about that. Sorry, YouTube. But I think the stream should be okay because I'm encoding with the CPU for the stream, if I remember correctly. Anyways, the thing that went wrong here, look at the nav ball down here. It chose one of the satellites that's turned kind of funny, wonky here as the set point, which is all wrong. So let's just see if I can't. Where is it? Antenna? No, not the antenna. It should be a little compute unit. A probe thing. Don't know if I can. Oh, crap. Aim camera. That's not the thing I wanted to. Okay. Aim camera. No, why not? Game, come on. Whoa. Come on. Can I get it now? Nope. Why can't I? Oh, there it is. Control from here. Look at the nav bar. Now we're pointing up. It should go better now. Autopilot. And let's just do a 1, 2, 3, and go. Why am I going down? Ah, okay. Is it me or is the game volume? How's the game volume for you guys? I can barely hear it. Or some of the sound I can't hear. Wow, that was loud. Okay, I hope it's not too weird for you guys, sound wise. Look at that. Okay, things looks pretty okay now. We shouldn't have any more encoding overload. Should be fine now. I put some parachutes on the side boosters just to kind of indicate we're trying to reuse stuff, because I'm not gonna make a attempt to do a what's the name, SpaceX Falcon 9 where I land the booster. So I kind of want to reuse as much as possible, but yeah. Okay, it's actually weird. I'm only doing like 25 frames. 25 frames. Does it really mean that much? I'm only doing like 70%, 80% on the GPU and about 30 to 40% on the CPU. So it shouldn't be that bad. Don't know why was on encoding overload there. I don't know. Yeah, weird. Well, can't complain too much. It's running. No, it's an old game. It's running on an old engine. So yeah, it has some max on the use of RAM. So that's kind of a limit to the frames if the RAM buffer is full and it needs to, take stuff out of and put into all the time. I think we quickly need to readjust these. These two definitely don't need to go now. That's for sure. Actually, I think I need to pop. Whoa! Take it easy. And then put it in there. These 4 here don't really need to go. No, we lost some solar panels. I think. Yeah, that one lost some solar panels. I just saw that I skipped circularization, so I probably need to do like that. To actually circularize. Okay, so I lost some of my solar panels. Ramp. Already. I think we can survive that. The funny thing is we didn't lose that one. And we didn't lose that one. We lost that one. And we lost... Yeah, we actually only lost that. No, we lost that one too. Crap. Let's see if this is going well enough. It should, because stuff looks fine. TWR is thrust to weight ratio. So that's how much thrust do we have compared to how much do we weigh. That needs to be at least 0.0 higher than 1. So it needs to be 1.3 or higher. I think the most efficient is 1.6, but yeah, it's kind of like how much does gravity pull on you compared to how much thrust you need. But I think it went okay. We are in orbit now. 70,000 meters is our yeah, that's the line for being in orbit or not. So we made it. I'm just gonna retract these 3. Hopefully we're not gonna lose them, but we need some power regeneration. We do have a lot of batteries, so we have like 40,000, 4,500 electric charge. So we do have a decent amount. We don't need that one anymore. So now we're in orbit. We just need to go to moon. So let's set a target. And then we use the tool that's called Hoffman transfer. I do know how to do this manually, but well, that's kind of why I need, I'm lazy, so and I'm using the computer. But if you go like this and just exactly see the moon over the Earth, or the Kerbal here, like that, and go put a nav ball in here, then you can do it from there. Go out and meet Kerbal like that, or you can just, use this tool, say a Hoffman transfer, and say create node, and it does pretty much the same. Pretty much. Now it moved it back because we are. Where's my probe there? So it's already past it. Here, there. So it's going to pass there. It's gonna fit. It calculates everything, so you don't need to think that much about it. If you set focus on this one, you can zoom in and see the orbit actually. We're gonna crash into the moon if I don't do anything. So that's why we also have a maneuver node editor, and we can kind of, set the prograde. We can plus minus some meters in delta V, and you can see the orbit. It's going to alter the orbits, and we just need to add a little extra delta V here to get it up to about, let's go for like 50,000 meters. If you right click on the PE here, you let the text be. Let's do that and give it a little more. I think that's the best. It's not really important. The first burn is probably not going to be exactly where you want it anyways. So let's just keep it at that and say execute node. And then the computer will do the rest. You see how and see why I kind of like the MacJeb. It makes it a little easier. I know how to, as I was saying, I know how to do it manually. I did the first couple of years I played it. I played a lot with the MacJeb map, the MacJeb autopilot here, and then I just, noticed how did it get there and stuff like that, and then I kind of, with that tool, learned roughly how stuff works, and then I did, like, for myself, do a playthrough with no helping tools, and really learned how. And you can kind of, move this around and wiggle with things, and you actually have, like, I think this one, no, this one, no, this one, no, this one, this one. You can see inclination and ejection and learn. It's all here in my mods also, so it's not really, it's there. There it was. Here you actually have like a fine-tune thing. Oh crap, I did something. But I don't think I ruined anything. Why? Oh, warp, auto warp. So that's also a thing that it helps with. It kind of lines up where you have to burn, and then it speed ups time automatic. That's also a big help. I don't know how many times I ended up, speeding up time manually and then overshoot my target because of that. So that's also a thing I really enjoy. That's the auto warp thing in the tool. Yeah. This is kind of where I would maybe clip the YouTube video. So there's not much to see here, and it's a little dark because of the. I don't actually know if I have tracking settings. I don't know if I have a gamma or something like that. Ambient light boost. Let's try give it like 35. I'm not sure what it does, but hopefully it gives a little bit more. Just a little bit. Apply. A little bit. I don't want to go too far because it's just gonna look washed out. But I think, and you have to tell me, because on my screen it seems like the on the OBS window it seems like the vehicle is a little more light up now. So maybe it's good. I think it's better. Maybe it's not good, but I think it's better. Come on. I'm using an old tablet to kind of like see if the stream is running. But I forgot to set it up. So I can do it like that. Yep. And see here, yeah, it ended up in 37. Actually, I think I'm coming in the wrong way. I'm going to go this way around, and the moon is going that way around. So actually, I think I'm going to try and see if I can't do like a correction burn. Maybe do it around here. Correction burn I like to do manually. Just going the other way around. And it's not super important how precise you go here. I can still use this one to do the correction. Oh, that's the other way around. I think the moon is rotating that way. So if I come in this way, I should rotate the same way around the moon. It makes it easier to catch up with stuff when we come from the surface. It doesn't really matter with the satellites. I could have done whatever. But yeah. Let's just keep it at that and then say execute node. Okay. I'm okay content with the design of these satellites here. It's simple and it's gonna do what I want. Yeah, we get enough power from the solar panel, but I think this one is definitely out of the zero. It's actually only this one, but we're not using that much power because most of it is off anyway. We need to keep an eye on this one, because if you don't have any signal to the okay, so I kind of use this warp helper. You could just click here, I think, and say warp to here, Sometimes I've noticed that it sometimes screws up, does weird stuff. I never noticed that this one does. Soul transfer is the node between this blue line ends out in this orange line, and this orange line ends in this purple line. So soul transfer is between this point and that point. So if I set it to 0 minutes and say warp, it should stop warping exactly at that point before it goes to the orange one. That helps me out a bit. I'm not sure if 50 meters is the right height. 50 kilometers over the surface is the right height. Wow, we actually kind of fun, and it shows us what happens if I don't do anything. I go out of orbit of the moon and go into an orbit around Kerbal, and then I'm going to end up in an opposite way higher, of course, orbit around the moon again. Well, it's not an orbit before, it's a circle, but a flyby. It's kind of funny it ended up like that, and it's funny that you can see it. Anyways, I don't know. I think I did 50 kilometers over Minmus, and Minmus is a tad smaller, so I think I'm actually going to go 100. So let's change our periapsis. Let's say periapsis and change it to 100. It's fine. And do it now. Fixed time 0 seconds. So as fast as this one has turned around, I'm going to thrust limit this motor, or this rocket motor engine, to a tiny little bit, because it's fine adjustment when you're around the moon. It doesn't really have any gravity, so you need the smallest amount of delta V before you change your orbit. So let's try and see. I create the node. No, I did not. So create and execute. This one should be 100 because that's what I wrote into the flight computer. And it's coming up. Maybe that was a little too slow. Okay, fair enough. But you saw it was like 8 meters per second that we needed to raise the orbit. Then we're going to put this in orbit. So I'm going to circleize and I'm gonna circleize in the periapsis, create node. And here I might kind of want to give this a little more oomph because that's 240 meters per second. We need to slow down the vehicle to actually capture an orbit around the moon. Okay, so let's see here. It started. Oh, that's gonna take a while. If you hold down Alt and then use dash, no, punctum and comma. What's that in English? Oh, I can't remember. You know, yeah, I can't remember the English word. What the heck? Dash, dot. Yeah, it's totally lost to me. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what happened there. And then we ended up with a 102 and 70 and 97. It doesn't really matter because it's not this vehicle we need to put in orbit. Did I set this 100? Didn't I want to go 150? Well, never mind. Let's point this up. Whoop. I think this is up. Well, there's no up and down in space. Left or right, that's not even a thing. And then let's see here. What is... It's on that one. Okay, so we should be able to just spacebar this. Last time I did that, all the solar panels and stuff opened up. So I'm not sure I want to spacebar it. And maybe I can like decouple it. Ooh. Okay. It went okay. I think I'm just gonna, you know, if you use the little button before backslash, I can't remember that name either. you change between the vehicles. I'm definitely gonna extract the solar panels before I leave them, but I'm not gonna put them into orbit. Just gonna give it some power. I'm gonna use this advanced thing and go sun and up. Yeah, that one. Now it's gonna be turning like this against the sun all the time. Extract solar panels. It's not gonna do that when it comes out of render distance. It just is. So it's only when we're looking at it, it actually does it. Excuse me. Like that. And I'm actually also just gonna extend the antenna. That works like a... Actually, this one I think I want to move away a little bit, so activate the engine and just give it a little toot just to get it away from the mothership. Extend. Okay, it lost 2 of its solar panels. It's fine. 2 solar panels is more than enough to run this satellite, so it's not any problem at all. Let's go sun and execute. I think it's the last one now here. Sun execute. No, don't transfer, just extend the antenna and open the solar. You can see how small the satellite is compared to the solar panels. So 4 solar panel on this one is maybe a little overkill, actually. Well, not just a little. It's over designed, and it's only because I don't really have to think about the price of stuff. I forgot to extend this one. So this is an antenna. It's just communicating between the vehicles. Or actually, this one. How is it? I think, yeah, because this is a relay, so it can this antenna can communicate with this one, but this one communicates stuff. That satellite information can't go from there to here to Earth or Kerbin. This one can only go directly to Kerbin. So if you're too far away from Kerbin, this one can only communicate with this or Kerbin. I don't know if that makes sense. So we kind of have to have these satellites, because then we can lose the relays. We don't need relays when we get like a rover on Mars or something like that. I hope that makes sense. Okay. So the next thing I kind of want to do, we have like 1200 Delta V left, and I don't know if that is enough. I hope, really, I hope. I kind of want to change my inclination to 90. Just create node, so we get like a polar orbit. Let's move this. I kind of want to have that here on that line there, where That's the rotation line around Kerbal. That means my satellites is going to be directly in touch with Kerbal, and also have the soul or the star. So we have solar power. And we can do that. We only need like half of what we had, so that's fine. So let's just ramp this up to 100 and get this over with. No, execute node. And that's what should burn. No, well, the engine does burn. So, anyways, cheers. Oh, yeah. So yeah. Oh, it's been it's a short week because my vacation started today, so I only had like 3 working days. But it's been kind of rough because we have like we have to close a lot of cases and projects and stuff like that before Christmas, so we can do the economy to we can do the economy to the project in this year's economy. So yeah, it's been a little bit hectic, but that's kind of how it is. Besides that, I think I talked about it in the last stream, but I got some dental. I got a dead tooth, so I had to make root canals. Got that fixed. That was pretty painful. I got that done yesterday, so I'm still a little sore.